Most people try to heal trauma by thinking their way out of it. That's why their body never gets the message that it's safe. You clicked this video because something inside you feels stuck. Not broken, not weak, just stuck. Maybe your sleep never fully restores you. Maybe your body feels tense even on calm days. Maybe your mind jumps at small things or goes blank when you need it most. And at some point you realized this isn't just stress anymore. I've spent years noticing a quiet pattern that doesn't get talked about enough. People do the therapy, they read the books, they try to stay positive, and still their body reacts as if the danger never ended. That's what we're unpacking today. Not from a place of blame, and not from a place of fixing you, but from understanding what your nervous system learned and how it can gently learn something new. By the end of this video, you'll understand why trauma lives in the body, not just the mind, why calming down is often the wrong goal at first, and how natural, simple signals can slowly reset a nervous system that's been protecting you for a very long time. And there's one small shift most people miss that makes everything else finally start to work. Trauma isn't defined by what happened to you. It's defined by what happened inside your body when you didn't have enough support, safety, or time to recover. Two people can live through the same event. One moves on. The other feels changed forever. That's not character. That's nervous system wiring. Think of your nervous system like a smoke alarm. When it's working well, it only goes off when there's real smoke. But after trauma, that alarm becomes overly sensitive. Burn toast and the whole house erupts. Loud reactions, fast heart, shallow breathing, tight chest, racing thoughts. Or the opposite, numbness, shutdown, exhaustion, fog. None of this means something is wrong with you. It means your body learned a rule. Stay alert, stay ready, stay alive. The problem is that once the threat is gone, the rule doesn't automatically update. Many people are told to relax, let it go, or think positive. But a nervous system in survival mode doesn't respond to logic. You can't talk a guard dog into standing down while it still thinks there's an intruder in the house. This is why trauma healing that focuses only on talking or analyzing often hits a wall. Insight doesn't equal safety. Understanding doesn't equal regulation. Your nervous system has two main modes. One is protection. The other is restoration. In protection mode, your body prioritizes survival over digestion, sleep, memory, and even joy. In restoration mode, healing happens naturally. Hormones balance, muscles soften, sleep deepens. After trauma, many people live almost entirely in protection mode without realizing it. You might notice it as constant fatigue even after rest, trouble falling or staying asleep, a nervous stomach, brain fog, a sense of being on edge or emotionally flat. These are not separate problems. They are different expressions of the same stuck survival response. Here's the central challenge most people never hear clearly. You cannot force your nervous system to feel safe. You have to show it safety in a language it understands. That language is not words, it's sensation, rhythm, predictability, gentle repetition. Your body doesn't ask, is everything okay? It asks, what just happened and what usually happens next? Trauma interrupts that sense of sequence. Before trauma, your body trusted that things flowed. Inhale, exhale, day, night, effort, rest. Trauma breaks that rhythm. The nervous system stays braced, waiting for the next hit. This is why intensity often backfires. Deep breathing that feels forced, cold plunges that shock the system, aggressive routines that say, get over it. To a traumatized nervous system, those feel like more danger. Resetting the nervous system starts with safety, not stimulation. Safety doesn't mean comfort, it means predictability. It means signals that say nothing sudden is about to happen. One of the most powerful natural reset tools is slow, extended exhalation. Not big, dramatic breaths, just gently making the exhale a little longer than the inhale. This tells the vagus nerve, the main calming pathway in your body, that the threat has passed. Another is rhythm, walking at the same pace each day, rocking gently, humming, soft, repetitive music. Your nervous system loves rhythm because rhythm means survival. It's why babies calm when rocked. It's why your body relaxes to steady rain. Sensory grounding matters more than positive thinking. Feeling your feet on the floor, the weight of your body in a chair, warmth on your hands. These are not small things. They are biological cues of safety. Consistency matters more than intensity. 5 minutes every day beats one intense session once a week. Trauma healing isn't about breakthroughs, it's about reliability. And here's something that surprises many people. Trying to feel calm too soon can actually keep the system stuck. A nervous system that's been in danger doesn't trust sudden calm. It trusts gradual easing. Imagine driving with the parking brake on for years. You don't just release it at full speed. You ease off slowly, listening for signals. The key moment most people miss is this. Healing trauma is not about revisiting the past. It's about orienting the body to the present. Your body doesn't know it's 2026. It knows patterns. When you show it again and again that mornings are gentle, evenings are quiet, and rest is allowed, it begins to update its expectations. Sleep plays a massive role here. A dysregulated nervous system never powers down. Even during sleep, it stays on guard. That's why many trauma survivors wake up tired, wired, or unrested. Supporting sleep isn't a luxury, it's foundational. When sleep deepens, everything else becomes easier. Emotions, digestion, pain, memory. This is why we created gentle resources like the Sleep Deep Again plan, not as a cure and not as a quick fix, but as structured support that speaks the nervous system's language, rhythm, predictability, and safety cues, especially at night when the body is most vulnerable. If this video is resonating, that's not because you're broken, it's because your body learned to survive, and survival skills can be gently retired when they're no longer needed. Progress may feel slow, that's normal. A nervous system that learned fear over years doesn't unlearn it in days. But every small signal of safety counts, every gentle exhale, every moment of rest without guilt, every night you let your body soften just a little more. You don't have to relive what happened to heal from it. You don't have to force calm to find peace, and you don't have to do this alone. If you want structured support for restoring rest and signaling safety at night, you can explore the Sleep Deep Again plan linked below. Use it as a companion, not a demand. And before you go, there's one more piece many people overlook. Some nervous system symptoms don't look like anxiety at all. They hide in fatigue, irritability, forgetfulness, and strange body sensations most people dismiss. That's exactly what the video on your screen right now breaks down. Once you see them, so many confusing experiences suddenly make sense.